Hello, my dear negotiators, and welcome to ProcurementZen. Today we have another episode about digital transformation in procurement. But before we start with that topic, let's kick it off with the intro.
Are you looking to up your negotiation and procurement skills? You're in the right place. Welcome to Procurement Zen with your host, Phil Kowalski.
Alright, so digital transformation, once again, a topic that is very dear to my heart and should be to yours as well. But if you think that digital transformation of procurement will be your next big tool rollout, you're probably already out of the game. So, digitization these days happens bottom up. You, as a procurement pro, as a negotiator, you are the expert. And there is a clear expectation in any good digital transformation project that you use your expertise also in digital projects, or let's say in a digital way. So handing it over to IT, quote unquote, just doesn't cut it anymore. IT has been trimmed down massively over the past years. We have seen this throughout several industries, throughout several markets, in different organizations. They now focus primarily on the key and important topics, and digitizing, for example, a small procurement process is maybe not key to them. And more and IT organizations these days are also more and more consisting of IT business partners than developers themselves. So that basically leaves you as a negotiator, as a procurement pro, with the duty to combine your strategic know how of your market, of negotiations, of how you prepare those, to combine them with digital tools. But that all sounds very fluffy. So, what does that actually mean in practice? Imagine you're tasked with helping your procurement colleagues on the fly. A 1990 approach would be I have it all in my head, I tell them when I'm asked. That is the wrong mindset. A 2000s approach would be I think I can create a PowerPoint to share. Well, that actually is the wrong medium. A 2010 approach would be let's ask IT if they can develop something for me, preferably in an agile way. That is the wrong delivery partner. So the 2021 approach goes a little bit like this. You practice low code tools that basically use free visual or low code approaches, so you don't need to learn a development language like, I don't know, front end developer, back end developer, or anything to execute these tasks. We introduced, by the way, one amazing tool, NIME, to you in the very near future. Also, you apply a fail fast mindset. You don't want to plan a 9-month project to just find out once you're done and hopefully all your requirements and the multi alignments with all kinds of stakeholders have been satisfied, just to find out that your tool is not needed anymore. So fail fast is key here. You learn maybe a little bit of a computer language. Yes, I understand I said something differently before, but learning to code is also somewhat the new English, at least for us Germans. You have to learn. It's a new second language you have to learn. What was basically learning languages in the past is now a given. You have to understand programming logic. If you have more than 15 years to work and don't want to learn coding logic, at least the logic behind it, you are ruling yourself out. So here, just as a very short snippet, are some areas that you can shine in with that approach. Negotiation support, that could be something You create a target price robot that spares a lot of time for your colleagues to basically look up in all kinds of different contracts, sometimes in Annex A, sometimes in Schedule D, sometimes in Exhibit whatever. So could you develop a tool they could use right away within the negotiation on the fly, so to say? Or another topic that you could shine in, that you, I would assume, probably are an expert in, is negotiation partner research. Mass research alternatives as well as negotiation partners and their psychological profile, a personality profile, so to say. That's a very psychological topic, and we have done an episode on the DISC personality model, which is quite helpful, which I will link in the show notes and in the description to that video below. Another classic, usually one of the entry points when it comes to digitization and one of those so-called low-hanging fruits, is report automation. So you have more time for the fun stuff like negotiations, like sitting on the table with your negotiation partners. So these principles are true not only for procurement people, but also for other negotiators like sales or our valued legal colleagues. So that were just a few thoughts from myself about how negotiators, procurement people, etc. should approach digitization. There's an old way of doing it, and there's the new way I just described. So have you done digitization? Have you done digital transformation projects? Just let me know in the comments, and I'm happy to respond to every single one of them. So that leaves us for today. Tomorrow we start another 6-part mini-series on Cialdini's amazing influence tools that he describes in the book of the same name, Influence. So make sure you subscribe and stay tuned. Until tomorrow, and always happy negotiation.